Oakland. We'll see Joe in studio tomorrow night for the first of that series against the Oakland A's. We're going to take you to Los Angeles in just a minute, pick up that game between the Dodgers and the Padres. But first, here is Caleb Joseph. Let's run through what we witnessed today at the Rogers Center, as this is a ground ball to Chapman, who normally makes this play, but that play is not made as he fumbles with the baseball. And that allows Ramirez to score for Tampa early on to sort of set the tone for the game. Double play ball here, and Teoscar is tagged out by Walls, who then proceeds to throw out Gurriel. That's a huge missed opportunity for the Blue Jays. There'd be lots of those. But first, Guerrero Jr. base hit to left. That brings home Springer. Bottom of the third, ties the game at 1. With Ross Stripling on the hill, Harold Ramirez, once upon a time a Blue Jay prospect, gets a hold of that one, knocks it out for a 2-run shot. Stripling goes 4 2/3, allows 3 earned. In comes Thornton. He wasn't much better. Choi having all kinds of trouble staying on his feet, but it doesn't matter. He's got timed around the bases with his 7th. And then same inning, and Arozarena hits one out as well, a 2-run shot. So Tampa Bay builds the lead, scoring 7 times, and the Blue Jays, as you just saw, made it very interesting with Sean Armstrong coming out of the bullpen for Tampa Bay, bases loaded, and the guy who was a hero against the Yankees with the bases loaded about 2 weeks ago strikes out. Kirk comes off the bench. Jason Adam, one-time Blue Jay, gets him with the breaking ball, and that is the ball game as the Rays win the final 3 in this series. Consider, given yesterday was a doubleheader, we just saw Tampa Bay, Caleb, scored 24 runs in 2 days against this team. But what you saw early on in this game was missed opportunity after missed opportunity for the Blue Jays to have a big inning against Shane Baz. Take us through it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And it comes after the first 4 innings of today's game, and there were just so many opportunities. You can see here in the first, second, third, and fourth, they had runners, and they put up 21 batters to the plate, only 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Just a lot of runners left on base and an opportunity to really get to the youngster in Shane Baz. Well, how did he do it? It was the slider. He really leaned on that slider, threw only 41% fastballs in the entire outing today. And what makes this slider so difficult is normally you see a lot of guys with swing and miss stuff, they have that huge horizontal break. This is a very late acting slider, and that is able to tunnel out of that fastball lane, which his fastball gets up to that 95, 97 mile per hour range, and it doesn't look like it's moving a lot, but when it comes out of that tunnel, it just looks like the heater, and at the last second it drops off. But this is a Blue Jays team, and especially the Blue Jays offense, that has really been doing a good job. They've been really carrying the load over the last 4 to 6 weeks, and it's just too bad that they couldn't really get to Baz early in that game. It makes you wonder. He was up against the wall and he was trying to break. They had him bending. They just couldn't push across one of those big hits to kind of open up the floodgates. Adversely, the Rays were able to do that. They were able to push a couple really nice plays across, score some big runs, create a big inning, and it was just a little bit too late for the Jays in the 9th inning.
Dan has been kind enough to stick around before he jumps on that plane to Oakland, so let's send it up to the broadcast booth. Schulman and Siddle.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Well, you guys talked about the offense, Caleb, how it has generally been carrying the team at times over the last 4 to 6 weeks. One of the leaders in carrying the offense has been a guy on a real hot streak recently, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Well, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is a streaky hitter, but when he's hot, he is really hot. He has had a fantastic run here for the Blue Jays. 2 more hits today. Gets the slider early in the count, bounces it up the middle, and then this one he punches away. There's that fastball, a little defensive swing, but these are the things that he can do. He's got good moves in the batter's box. He can handle fastballs and breaking balls, but he does it on both sides of the ball. And Yandy Diaz, for some reason, was challenging him here. He plays this beautifully off the short wall in left field, and it's no contest at third base. We're seeing fewer and fewer runners challenge Gurriel. Good reason for it, for that arm that we have been seeing. But he has been a big part of this Blue Jays offense. He's raised that batting average 60 points throughout the month of June, and now we are into July. We hope to keep this bat hot, to keep this long lineup, giving it length from top to bottom.
And we'll see how the Blue Jays do. They are headed out to Oakland, as Jamie mentioned. The Rays playing the Red Sox. Somebody's got to lose there. So if the Blue Jays can turn things around, they'll pick up some ground on somebody heading out to the West Coast. Back to you guys.
Dan, perhaps that begins tomorrow night. You'll be there, the Coliseum in Oakland. Alek Manoah gets the start in the opener, July 4th celebration in the United States. And we'll have Blue Jays Central at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. It's Manoah against the Athletics tomorrow night. A long way to go for this team to get there. Off we go to California. Mackenzie Gore on the hill for San Diego. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. This one in progress. Enjoy.
First year play very well, says